everybody. So today we're going to talk about disability and mental illness. We recognize that disability is seen and unseen. Some people that have disability, you can see it on the outside, and then some people's disability is hidden within. And we're going to talk about mental illness or mental health on today. A lot of people that go through different things in their life, different sicknesses, illnesses, or disease, or disability, physically, mentally, or social disability, they have triggers. Some triggers are brought on by certain events that took place throughout their life that brings on depression, anxiety, and stress. A lot of times when we think about, the different things we're going through in our body, it can trigger depression, it could trigger stress, it could trigger anxiety, it could trigger a panic attack because we're dealing with so many different issues. Some people may have heart issues, some people may have kidney issues, some people are confined to a wheelchair, confined to a bed. Some people like myself is on oxygen. There's so many different things that can trigger someone to go into depression mode or have a panic attack or be stressed out or have anxiety attacks on so many different levels. Now, one thing I can tell you that it's okay to talk to somebody, and it's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay to get a counselor or see a therapist. This will help you to manage what you are feeling on the inside. Speaking to someone about what's going on with you, talking to somebody about your emotions and how you feel, talking to someone, letting someone know, hey, I'm dealing with this issue, but sometimes I get depressed because I have to deal with this issue, or I'm dealing with this thing that the doctor told me and it's really stressing me out. Help me. I need help to manage my stress. It's okay to talk to a counselor because we all go through it every day. We have these emotions. We have good emotions and we have bad emotions. But I want to tell you on this afternoon, don't let those disability limitations stop you from moving forward, hinder you from achieving your goals. A lot of people have goals to walk, get out the bed, get out the wheelchair. Some people goals is to heal inwardly so that they can go and return back to do the things they used to do. And some people it's a new form of new norm for them. And they have a hard time to adjust or readjust to, okay, this is what the doctor said. This is my new norm. But because this is my new norm, I'm going to work towards goals and set goals for myself. So I won't get overwhelmed with what's going on with me. I won't get overwhelmed because I have this disability. I won't let depression get to me, because every time that we focus on our mental health and our mental illness, such as depression, anxiety, stress, panic attacks, being overwhelmed, those things can bother you. And what I mean by bother you, say for instance, you got a cold. For example, you got a cold and you stressed out. You had a bad day. You depressed. You dealing with some mixed emotions. You have anxiety attacks. You having panic attacks. All this is taking place at one time and you got a cold. Do you know, because those things that you're dealing with mentally can affect that cold? Yes, physically. It can cause the cold that you have to linger on longer than expected. Say, for instance, you get a cold and you know your body better than the doctor know your body. You know your body better than anybody else know your body. And you know, when you get a cold or common cold, your common cold may last for 2 or 3 days. But because you're stressed, but because you're depressed, you have anxiety, you're dealing with panic attacks because you're worrying about getting rid of the cold. But not only that, you have different things on your mind, what the doctor told you from your doctor visit. That cold will stay longer than 2 to 3 days. Yes. Chemicals imbalance is the name of the game. Your cold can gravitate towards your depression. And the chemicals that's coming from your brain that triggers depression will gravitate to that cold, that calming cold, and turn it into something worse. For those of us that have oxygen, we're stressed, we depressed. Come on, because I'm not going to lie to you. There are some days that I get depressed. There are some days I get stressed out. There are some days that I get triggers of panic attacks and anxiety attacks. And I know if I keep dwelling and thinking on that stuff, it'll cause me to have a COPD flare up. So I try to stir away from. Okay, now I can detect when I'm starting to go into depression mode, and I know what to do. I go send a message to my counselor. I'll make an appointment and say, hey, I need somebody to talk to. Or I'll do other things to keep my mind occupied and keep my mind busy. There are so many different things that you can do to keep your mind from going into that stress mode, to keep your mind from going into that depression mode, to keep your mind to having a panic attack. Like I said, we all have triggers. We all have triggers. And because we're dealing with different things that are going on with our body, there are triggers that will come up. There are triggers of your mindset going to depression and different things, being overwhelmed. It could be something on television that just resonate with you, and it resonate what you're dealing with inwardly, and it can set off a trigger, and it can cause a panic attack in the middle of the night. It could be something that somebody says to you, and they may say it in a good way, but your brain is like taking it in a bad way, and it will set off a trigger within your mindset, and it'll cause you to be stressed out for the entire day. And next thing you know, you're tired. You like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. My body hurt. My head hurt. And most of the time, because we having these panic attacks, stresses, bad stresses, emotional stress, psychological stress, and physical stress, depression, anxiety, and feeling bouts of overwhelm, that affects our body at the same time, because we think it in our mindset, and brain sends a signal to your body. And so now you're tired, you're sleepy. You want to, and next thing you know, you become compulsive at eating. And some people may keep lighting this. Some people that still smoke will light cigarette after cigarette after cigarette after cigarette, not knowing, why I'm I just smoked a cigarette 2 minutes ago and I'm lighting another one. That's stress. Somebody, you may still be drinking, but you trying to lay back on your drink, and next thing you know, you picking up a beer, or you dipping in some wine, and you got another glass, that's compulsive. That's stress. That's being overwhelmed. That's being, oh my God, panic attack. And so people have coping mechanisms to push down depression. Some of the coping mechanisms are bad. Smoking, drinking, doing drugs, that is a coping mechanism to cover up how you really feel. But there are other coping mechanisms that you can use to help you overcome depression, to help you overcome anxiety, to help you overcome stress, and to help you overcome feeling overwhelmed. We all have different hobbies that we like. You can try a hobby. Take up singing, take up dancing, watch funny videos, write, draw, do a puzzle, listen to music, read a book, take a walk. Some people play video games. I like to play video games. And that's my coping mechanism to help me unwind so I won't be stressed out, so I won't feel overwhelmed, so I won't have a panic attack. Another coping mechanism that I use so I won't get depressed is I listen to music. I'll turn the music up and I'll sit and I'll dance. Or I'll listen to a book or something, or I'll log into Audible and pick me a book out and I'll listen to it and just sit there and listen to it. Or I'll just turn the TV off and watch a movie on my tablet or something like that. Or I'll sit and watch a movie. But I have good coping mechanisms. Now, I'm not going to tell you that sometimes they don't work, because there's sometimes if I'm overly stressed out, if I'm overly overwhelmed and I'm overly depressed, sometimes they don't work, and I'm going to be real with you. But I don't let those triggers of stress, anxiety, panic attacks, feeling overwhelmed, depression put me in a stupor, because if I allow it to put me in a stupor, and if you allow things to put you in a stupor, the things that you're dealing with on the inside of your body, the sicknesses will get worse. The symptoms will become worse. The aches and pains will become worse. You know what I'm saying? Things can get worse. Your breathing can get worse. The doctor give you more medicine on top of medicine. All those things can affect your health in a bad way. This is why I say it's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay, once again, to get a counselor, to talk to a therapist, talk to your doctor. Let your doctor know how you are feeling. When your next doctor's appointment come up, and if you know that you have been overly stressed a little bit, tell your doctor, since my last visit and the things that you told me, it kind of stressed me out a little bit, and it had me worrying, it had me a little bit depressed. Sit down with your doctor, and let me tell you, your doctor will listen to you. They have some of the doctors, they do have access to resources that you can use to help you overcome depression, anxiety, panic attacks, feeling like you about to lose your mind. They have resources. Even if you don't want to talk to your doctor, start searching. Call your health insurance company. They have resources for mental health resources that they're there for you, free of charge. That your insurance company will pay for you to see a counselor. They will pay for you to see a therapist to help you build coping mechanisms so that you won't be stressed out, so that you won't be pulling out your hair. Coping mechanisms is the name of the game. There are a lot of people that are disabled, and I want you to think about it. Somebody's doing worse than I am. Somebody doing worse than you are. We might have the same thing, but something, happened. But a lot of people are sick. A lot of people have disabilities. A lot of people have ailments, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. And we all go through, because things that life brings us. Some stuff some things we have to understand that we don't have control over. We got to leave it in God's hand. And there are things that we have control over. And one of the things that we have control over is this up here. You have the power to change your thinking from negative to positive. Just because you're sick, just because you have a disability, just because you're confined to the bed, just because you can't walk, just because you're confined to a wheelchair, just because you can't go outside, just because you're dealing with so many things mentally and physically, does not mean you have to give up on life. Don't let whatever's going on with you mentally, socially, psychologically, physically dictate your future. Let me tell you, don't let it dictate your future. Don't let depression define your purpose. Don't let stress define your purpose. Don't let panic attacks define your purpose. Don't let anxiety define your purpose. Don't let I want to pull my hair out define the purpose. Don't let anything define your purpose. And most importantly, I'm going to talk to those that may have suicidal tendencies and suicidal thoughts. You don't have to kill yourself. There's somebody that loves you dearly. We are here to help you. We're here to listen. There's somebody that's waiting to hear what you got to say with an open ear and a listening ear. You don't have to pick up a whole bottle of pills and take them because you can't deal with what's going on the inside of you, because the doctor told you something else is wrong with your body. No, them pills that's just a quick fix. I'm sorry to tell you, that's selfish. Put the pill bottle down. Come talk to me. Come talk to her. Come talk to him. Go talk to your doctor. Go talk to a pastor that really cares for the heart of the heart of people. There's somebody that cares. I care. I may not know you and you may not know me, but I care about your mental health. I'm going to leave if you want to connect with me, you connect with me on WhatsApp. And I do have an email address. You can email me and let's talk. Let's come together as a community, as people that is living with disabilities, that's living with different things that are going on with our body, emotionally, psychologically, physically, and mentally. And let's come together. Let's build together. Let's help each other out. We all can help each other out. You may be feeling depressed today. You may be feeling today. And you just want somebody to listen to. You may want to vent. Come on, let's vent. Let's vent to each other. You may want to cry and you haven't cried for a long time. And you just need somebody just to listen to you and you just need to cry. Go ahead, cry. Scream, shout. It make you feel good. Trust me, I did it one time. It made me feel good. And remember, I love you. And God loves you also. This video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a licensed nurse. But if you're making changes to your health and wellness routine for yourself and your family, please consult with a medical doctor first. There are links on the description for a number that you can call if you feel like you are in a depression mode, or if you feel like you have suicide tendencies. There is help for you. And I love you. Be blessed.